All right, so you wanted more on the lymphatic system, right? We did. We've got a ton of research here from the Cleveland Clinic and the Better Health Channel.
Lots to dive into.
Yeah. It is way more complicated than we think.
Absolutely.
So get ready for this deep dive.
It's fascinating stuff.
Yeah.
Really is.
I think a lot of people, we think about their heart, as the most important organ.
The circulatory system.
Yeah, exactly.
The heart pumping blood through the veins and the arteries.
But this is like a hidden
network. Yeah.
That is just as important.
Absolutely. And most people don't know much about it.
No. So, okay. What is the lymphatic system? I mean, I know it has something to do with immunity.
Yeah, it's your body's ultimate recycling plant and security force all rolled into one.
Okay.
It's a network of organs and vessels and tissues that collect waste, filter out harmful substances, and transport vital components throughout your body.
Okay, so the recycling plant?
Right.
What is it recycling?
So picture this. Your blood vessels are like a constantly flowing river.
Okay.
And as the blood circulates, some plasma leaks out into the surrounding tissues.
Oh.
And that's how your cells get the oxygen and nutrients they need.
Yeah.
But what happens to the leftover fluid?
Right.
That's where the lymphatic system comes in, acting like a dedicated cleanup crew.
Wow. So it's not just about keeping things clean?
No, it's about
transporting things.
Yeah, absolutely. It collects that excess fluid, we call it lymph now, and directs it through a network of vessels.
Oh, wow.
Almost like a separate highway system.
Oh, that's crazy.
Running alongside your blood vessels.
Alongside the blood vessels.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
That's amazing. So where does all this lymph go?
Well, it eventually makes its way back into the bloodstream.
Okay.
But first, it passes through some incredibly important checkpoints.
Your lymph nodes.
Yeah. You know them. They're those little bumps that swell up when you're sick.
Yeah.
But they're far more complex and crucial than most people realize.
So they're not just random bumps.
No, they're not. Each one is like a tiny battlefield where your immune system identifies and neutralizes threats. As the lymph flows through these nodes, it gets filtered, and any invaders like bacteria, viruses, or even abnormal cells get tracked and neutralized.
Wow. So it's like we have this microscopic security force.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Constantly patrolling your body, identifying and eliminating threats.
Before they even...
Yeah, before they can cause harm.
Oh my gosh. That is incredible.
Yeah, and while those lymph nodes act as local security checkpoints, your spleen is the central command center for your immune system.
Oh, I thought that was just
It's always there under your ribs.
It's just like hanging out.
Just hanging out.
Yeah.
It's a multitasking marvel. The spleen filters your blood, it stores red blood cells, and even helps regulate blood volume in emergencies.
Wait, what?
It does a lot.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a powerful little organ.
So if it's releasing, all this blood...
Well, it only releases those reserves when absolutely necessary.
Oh, okay.
But it can, help stabilize blood pressure and oxygen delivery in critical situations.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, pretty incredible.
This is, blowing my mind.
It's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
But it's so important to understand how the system works.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got these lymph nodes that are just kind of all over the place.
Right.
The spleen is the
central command.
Central command.
Right.
Are there any other...
There's another fascinating layer.
Oh, okay.
Which is this specialized immune defense system.
Oh, wow.
That's strategically positioned at every point where your body interacts with the outside world.
Okay, so
We call it MALT.
MALT.
Mucosa-associated lymphoid tissue.
So our...
Skin. Yeah, and the linings of your respiratory system, your digestive tract.
Okay.
Even your urinary tract.
Okay. So all the places where our insides meet the outside world.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. That's important, huh?
It's crucial.
So, okay, we've got these security checkpoints. We've got this central command.
Yeah.
We've got, the Border Patrol.
Border Patrol.
But I'm guessing that the lymphatic system doesn't just sit around and wait for something to go wrong.
It's active all the time.
Oh, okay.
Keeping you healthy.
What is it?
On a daily basis.
What does it do?
Well, it actually plays a vital role in absorbing fats from our diet.
Really?
The Better Health Channel points that out.
Oh, okay. I thought fats just went straight into the bloodstream.
Some of them do.
Okay.
But some of them are too big to pass directly into the bloodstream from the intestines.
Wow.
So the lymphatic system picks them up and delivers them where they need to go.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. I did not know that.
It's a busy system.
It really is. It's like this little engine
That's
just constantly chugging away. We don't even realize it.
Keeping you alive.
Okay, so what about when things go wrong? Like what kind of problems can affect the lymphatic system?
Well, both of our sources touch on a few key issues. One of the most common is swollen lymph nodes.
Oh, yeah.
Or lymphadenopathy, which can happen for a variety of reasons,
Right.
ranging from, a sore throat to more serious conditions.
Wow.
It's really interesting how something so simple, like swollen glands, can be a sign of so many things.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a reminder to pay attention to our bodies, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because our bodies are constantly communicating with us.
Yeah.
It's up to us to listen.
That's a good point. So if we notice that, like, maybe our glands are swollen.
Yeah.
For a while.
Especially if it's persistent.
Yeah.
Or accompanied by other symptoms.
Yeah.
Definitely time to check in with a doctor.
That's a good point. Okay, so another condition that can affect the lymphatic system is lymphedema.
Yeah.
Which is essentially a buildup of fluid.
Usually in the arms or legs.
Okay, so the lymphatic system isn't draining.
Right, for whatever reason.
Yeah.
It can be caused by a variety of factors.
Oh, okay.
Damage to lymph nodes or vessels from surgery.
Yeah.
Radiation therapy or infection.
Oh, okay.
It can be very debilitating.
Wow.
And unfortunately, there's no cure, but there are treatments that can help manage the symptoms.
This is a lot to take in.
I know. The lymphatic system is complex.
But it is, like, so fascinating.
It is, yeah.
So are there things we can do to support our lymphatic system?
There are.
Oh, good.
And luckily, they're pretty straightforward things you can do to keep it functioning at its best.
Okay, good. And I want to keep exploring this amazing lymphatic system.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
It is. We talk about its role in fluid balance and waste removal.
Right.
But I really want to learn more about its connection to immunity.
Yeah, that's key.
You mentioned lymph nodes acting as battlefields.
I did, yeah. It's a pretty accurate analogy, I think, within each lymph node.
Yeah.
There's this really complex interplay of immune cells, including those powerful lymphocytes. T cells and B cells.
Oh, right, yeah.
Those are the ones that actually fight off infections.
Yeah, those are like
the soldiers?
The soldiers, yeah. I've always been kind of fuzzy on the difference.
Okay. Well, they have distinct roles, but they work together beautifully. Yeah. T cells are kind of like the frontline soldiers.
Okay.
They directly engage and destroy infected cells.
So they're the ones that go in and like...
Yeah, they take care of business directly.
Okay.
The hand-to-hand combat specialists of your immune system.
Cool. What about the B cells?
They're more like the intelligence operatives.
Oh.
They produce antibodies, which are like targeted missiles that can neutralize specific invaders.
Oh, wow.
They're incredibly precise and efficient.
So it's like a multi-pronged defense strategy.
It is.
You've got like different types of cells working together to protect us.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
It's very coordinated. It's amazing.
Very coordinated it all is, yeah.
Yeah, and the lymphatic system provides the perfect environment for these cells to communicate, coordinate their attacks, and ultimately, keep you healthy.
It's like a microscopic war room.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. This is all fascinating.
Yeah, it is.
But it also makes me wonder, if the lymphatic system is so important for immunity, what happens when it's compromised?
Yeah.
We talked about lymphedema, which affects fluid balance.
Right.
But are there other conditions that specifically target the lymphatic system and weaken our defenses?
Unfortunately, there are. One example is lymphoma.
Okay.
It's a type of cancer
that
affects the lymphatic system, and it occurs when lymphocytes, the very cells that are supposed to protect us, start to grow and multiply uncontrollably.
So it's like the immune system turning against itself.
Yeah, in a way.
Oh, God.
It's a sobering thought, but thankfully there are treatments available.
Okay.
Including chemotherapy, radiation therapy, even stem cell transplants.
So we're learning more.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time. And the more we learn, the better equipped we are to address these challenges.
Earlier we were talking about the spleen and its role in filtering blood.
Yeah.
You mentioned this other part of the lymphatic system called multi.
Right.
I have to admit, the name doesn't exactly ring a bell.
It's not the most memorable name.
No.
But it stands for mucosa-associated lymphoid tissue.
Okay.
Basically, it's lymphatic tissue that's strategically located in areas of your body that are exposed to the outside world.
Oh.
Think about the linings of your respiratory system, digestive tract, even your urinary tract.
Okay, so basically any place where our insides meet the outside world.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
Those are vulnerable areas.
Yeah.
So having malt in those areas is crucial.
Yeah, for preventing invaders from getting a foothold.
Okay. So we've got lymph nodes.
Right.
Acting as local checkpoints. We've got the spleen as the central command center.
Yeah.
And malti guarding the borders.
It's a multi-layered defense system.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
What else? What else can you tell us about the amazing functions of the lymphatic system?
Well, we've discussed its roles in fluid balance, immunity, and fat absorption.
Yeah.
But there's one more fascinating aspect I think is worth highlighting.
Okay.
The spleen's unique ability to increase blood volume quickly in emergencies.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How does it do that?
Remember how we talked about the spleen filtering blood?
Yeah.
And storing red blood cells?
Yeah.
Well, in situations where you might experience rapid blood loss, say due to a serious injury, the spleen can actually contract and release those stored red blood cells back into circulation.
So it's like having a backup blood supply?
Yeah, it's like a reserve tank.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
It is. It's a remarkable adaptation.
Yeah.
That can help stabilize blood pressure and oxygen delivery in critical situations.
This is making me rethink how I view my spleen.
Yeah, it's not just a passive organ.
It's not just hanging out.
It's a powerful force to be reckoned with.
That is so cool. Okay, so we've talked about lymph nodes,
Right.
the spleen, and malt.
Yeah.
Are there any other parts of the lymphatic system we should know about?
Well, we've covered the major players,
Okay.
but there are a couple of smaller structures worth mentioning. The tonsils and adenoids.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the ones that often get infected in childhood.
Yeah, I remember those tonsil troubles.
Exactly. They're actually considered part of the lymphatic system as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're strategically located at the back of your throat and behind your nasal cavity,
Okay.
acting as a first line of defense against pathogens you might breathe in or ingest.
So they're like tiny guardians.
Yeah, standing guard.
Standing guard at the entrance.
At the entrance to your respiratory and digestive systems.
That makes so much sense. Yeah, they're packed with lymphocytes, just like lymph nodes.
Yeah.
Ready to mount an immune response against any unwelcome guests.
It's no wonder they get inflamed.
Yeah, when they're battling a particularly nasty bug.
Okay, I never realized they were part of the lymphatic system.
Yeah, it's easy to overlook them.
Yeah.
Especially since adenoids tend to shrink as we get older and aren't as active in adults.
Oh, okay.
But they play a crucial role in early childhood immunity.
Oh, wow.
Protecting us while our immune systems are still developing.
This is amazing how every part of our body has a purpose.
It is.
And works together.
Yeah, this intricate web of systems.
Yeah, it's just wild.
It truly is a marvel of nature.
It is.
And the lymphatic system
Yeah.
is a prime example of that interconnectedness.
Okay, so I feel like we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
Yeah.
We've explored the lymphatic system's intricate anatomy,
Yeah.
its vital roles in fluid balance, immunity, and even fat absorption.
We've covered a lot.
And we've uncovered some surprising secrets.
Like the spleen's emergency blood supply.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I like that one too.
What else do you think we should highlight before we wrap up?
I think we've done a good job
Yeah.
providing a comprehensive overview of the lymphatic system and its many roles in maintaining our health.
Yeah.
We've touched on its complexity, efficiency, and its crucial role in defending our bodies from threats,
Yeah.
both large and small.
It's been an amazing journey.
It has.
I had no idea how much was going on beneath the surface.
Yeah.
And I'm already starting to think differently
Good.
about how I care for my own health.
That's the power of knowledge, right?
It really is.
The more we understand about how our bodies work,
Yeah.
the more empowered we are to make healthy choices.